favorites in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Rams will put total leather to crank us up. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks offense will take the field first. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Midway through the season, now staying in that top 25, staying relevant in the playoff discussion, that's a big deal. But what do they need to do in the second half of the schedule here?
Less attention to the number beside their name, more attention to what's still out there to be played for. There's the college football playoff, there's big bowl games. There's a lot out there still, but you've got to win. That's the key right now in the second half of the season, taking one game at a time and making sure you leave it all out on the field.
No doubt, because you don't know what's going to happen in the top 25 around you. You don't know who's going to lose. We've seen it now. More parity with transfer portal and NIL, more losses and upsets that you're like, that would never happen, and then you're right back in it.
The play action fake. Using the quick game. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Moore to the air. He's got his man. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Just keep slinging it. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So Colorado State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it.
Oh, he's got some space. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Rams are flying down the field.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. We're trying to get him going there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rams come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback keeps it. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. He leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Rams will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Rams will try to move the sticks on fourth down. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now facing a 3rd and long.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
He wants to throw it again. Caught close to the marker. It's Moore. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Moore to the air. Gets it out quickly. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. The give out of the gun. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rams in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Coates. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The snap sets up the throw. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback. And his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Line getting set on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Moore will throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Humphreys. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And you've seen this formula work in all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Rams are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The offense set for a first down play. Might as well give it to him again. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Rams kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Nelson. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rams! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. So an 82-yard drive there. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Hill. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going.
Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. You see the wheels on that guy? From Masoli to Mariota, that sort of defines an Oregon quarterback.
No doubt. Just a guy that can improvise, a guy that can make plays with his feet. And when he does that, opens up the whole offense and makes this team so much better.
They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. That is no good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Now he's looking to throw it. Got a man, it's Humphries. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. A run for the quarterback. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the move. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the run, it's Hendricks. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Looking to get it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, that's a big stop by this defense and decision time for this offense. And listen, I am the aggressive type. I want to go for it 90% of the time. 4th quarter.
Touchdown, Colorado State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And a 4th and goal situation. Bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. They're trailing by 11 to Michigan State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter.
Running room in the middle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rams send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The offense has plenty of time in this final period. They'll try to break this tie. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Off-play action on 1st down. He's got him. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. 2nd down coming up. Moore will throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'll go hurry up here. Wants to throw it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Hunt is on its way. Wants to return it. Makes a move. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That return man thinking, guys, do not mess this up. I put it on the doorstep for you. It's 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still...
Touchdown, Colorado State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Moore to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Connection to the right. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to pass, the clock an enemy. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Got to find a completion on this one. Looking for the score. Into the end zone. He's got it. No time left on the clock, and they're down by 1.
How about this execution late in the game, scoring the touchdown with no time on the clock? These fans are shocked, and they are so quiet. Now, do you want to send them home with an L and go for 2? Or do you want to kick the PAT and go to OT?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. Caught behind the line. It's Humphreys. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Dupree. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Snags it. Touchdown, Colorado State. They strike first here in overtime. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.